How you guys doing? Mark Franks here. Guys, today I want to review Samsung's Galaxy Tab S9 FE. The FE is the fan edition. This tablet right here is, I was, kind of looking forward to this review because this is an amazing tablet for what you're getting. Now, depending on where you go, it's $299 or it's $280. Now, prices are subject to change, but between that $280 and $299 is where you're going to find this. And this is just a great tablet for the money. It's probably one of the best out there for the money. All right, I'm coming from an iPad Air 5th generation. That's an incredibly good tablet. This right here, in my opinion, is better than that. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I have a lot to cover, guys, and hopefully by the end of this review, you'll probably want to purchase this because it's well worth it. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the Galaxy S9 FE. The FE is the fan edition. Now, at first, I thought the fan edition is this tablet has a fan inside of it, right? But no, the fan edition is just an edition for the fans. More like what the fans want. We're gonna give you what you guys want. So this is kind of like the light version of the regular S9. So you have a regular S9, you have an S9 Plus, and you have the S9 FE. All right, and this is a light version. It has some of the same components, but it's just not as good. It has maybe, I would say, an inferior processor and some other things that are inferior to it as well. All right, so, but this, for only $299, this is a great device to have. All right, let's just talk about the aesthetics, guys. This, it's about a pound, 0.15. It's really good, very thin, guys. It looks really good. Comes in 3 different colors. You can get it in silver, gray, and in mint. So that's not bad. Silver, gray, and mint. It's really nice, guys. Very elegant. It comes with an S Pen, and we'll talk about that in a second here. You have a button here. As far as the biometrics, you have the fingerprint. You can just put that down. You can put it on this tab right here, and it'll open right up. On that button here, you got your volume up, volume down. You got a couple microphones around here. You have a USB-C port right here. You plug that in and it'll charge this. It can charge this tablet. If you have a 45 watt power brick, power adapter, it can charge this tablet in about 90 minutes here. All right, and then, this version, we'll get more into what's under the hood here. But this version right here is 128 gigabytes of storage. But the good thing about this as well, it's just like the little Microsoft Surfaces, you can put an extra micro SD card here up to 1 terabyte. So guys, if you I wouldn't even probably get the two. It comes in on 128 gigabyte version and also a 256 gigabyte version. I would just get the 128 gigabyte version, save the money, and if later on you want some more space, you can move it to your micro SD. Let's go ahead and open this compartment right here and get you a micro SD card. And again, you can get that card up to 1 terabyte. All right, so again, as far as the appearance, this looks very elegant. Samsung did a great job, guys. I'm happy with my purchase with that as far as the appearance. I'm coming from an iPad 5th generation. That Retina screen looks good, but when I turned this screen on, it was an automatic game changer. Automatic. So the screen resolution here is going to be 1440 by 2304 screen resolution. Now that's not going to be 4K, but it's going to be higher than 1080p. It's going to be somewhere in the middle. It's going to be 2K, and that's pretty good. You got something that's better than 1080p, higher resolution, but not so much as 4K. So it's not putting so much weight on the graphics card. All right, it's not putting so much weight on that processor. All right, so I do like that. So and the resolution is great, and the screen is 90 hertz. So you're playing any games, or are you watching some movies, or you can kind of tell the difference a little bit. But 90 hertz it's really good. All right, so again, the screen is incredible, and I am not disappointed. That's one of the first things I noticed. Right when I turned this thing on, when I was going from that iPad to Samsung, I turned this on, the screen just took me away. It's like, man, this is a nice screen. I can really get with this screen. It's a very nice screen. All right, so let's move on to what's under the hood. All right, I believe I'm saying this correctly. Probably not an Exynos processor. It's a 1380 processor, Exynos processor. So it's pretty good. It's not like the Snapdragon Gen 2 processor that's on the regular S9, but it's a 1380 Exynos processor, which is pretty good for this tablet because this tablet is also rocking is 120, like we said before, 128 gigabytes of storage, but it has 6 gigabytes of RAM. So what you're doing here is actually it's pretty good. Now it's not going to be great for, you know, you're doing heavy gaming. It's not really made for that. It's like kind of like a mid-tier. It's for the everyday person. If you're doing heavy gaming or editing or anything like that, anything with 3D rendering or anything like that, then this is probably not going to be a tablet for you. You probably want to get the flagship tablet, which is going to be the Galaxy Tab S9. This is the Galaxy Tab Fans Edition FE. But other than that, it's great, guys. All right, what's under the hood is good. And I did some light gaming on here. The light gaming is good, but what I primarily do on this tablet, I do some light surfing, which is going to be excellent for the FE version. But I write on here a lot. I write every time. When I open this tablet, I'm writing something because I don't use paper. I haven't used paper in like 5 years, but that's what I really use this for. But this tablet is going to be excellent for writing. We're going to get into that in a second. It's going to be excellent for light gaming. It's going to be excellent for surfing, and then it's going to be excellent if you have, you know, any Excel, any Word, OneNote, or anything like that. With just some productivity apps, it's excellent for that as well. Now let's go ahead and get into the battery life. This thing can last about 18 hours, and I mean, it lasts a long time. The battery is really good on here, guys. I have no complaints, not whatsoever. It's 18,000 milliamp hours, so it has a large capacity battery, guys. So you don't have to worry about. You can just take this with you. You don't have to bring your charger or anything. It'll last the entire day. It's pretty good. That's one thing. It's great with that as well. The iPad Air 5 was pretty much the same way, but this one, I don't know. It's just hard to tell. This one, it may last longer than the iPad. I know I'm comparing the iPad Air 5th generation, but that's what I had before. But this thing, the battery life on here is great. Now, like I said before, I mean, it takes about 90 minutes to charge it. You can get a 25 or 45 watt power adapter. All right, so it does not come with a power adapter, but I believe it does come with a just USB-C cord, guys. So not a power adapter, and it does come with a USB-C cord, and if it doesn't, I'll let you guys know in the description down below. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the cameras. So the cameras on here are pretty good. So on the front you have a 12 megapixel camera, but on the back you have an 8 megapixel camera. All right, and it supports 4K, but on the front you have a 12 megapixel camera, on the back you have an 8 megapixel camera. And I like it better that way because you're doing any video chats and you really want them to see you from the front, all right, and not from the back. You know, I'm not taking like sharp pictures and movies from the back of my tablet. You know, I can just do it on my phone or a camera. All right, so but you know, on the front, we're doing video chatting or anything like that. I do want it to look really nice. Now, one thing that we're going to get into is the writing on here. So this is the S Pen. This is going to be a 10.9 inch screen. So a 10.9 inch screen, and I usually write in portrait mode. So I write like this. I don't really write like that, and I don't write with a horizontal. I write more in portrait and vertical. So it's a 10.9 inch screen. Plenty of real estate for writing and everything like that. I use this tablet primarily for writing. I use it just for writing, and I just said earlier, some light gaming, but really writing. All right, and the Samsung Notes on here is just so good. The Samsung Notes is good. I didn't have to download Good Notes or Notably. It's just the default Samsung Notes on here. You can back it up. If something ever happens, you can go ahead and back up to Samsung's cloud. And you can also sync it. I haven't done this yet, but you can sync it with Microsoft OneNote. I believe it's OneNote and a couple other programs you can sync it with, but you can sync it with Microsoft OneNote and link it up that way. All right, so but it is local. So right when you get it, you can just start using Samsung Notes, and guys, it's a game changer. The program is great. I have a bunch of different things. I write a lot of stuff here, and it's fantastic. It provides all my needs in this one little tablet. All right, so the pressure points on here it has about 4,096 sensitivity, like pressure points, guys. So if you're like an artist, you can really draw on this tablet. All right, this pen right here is just a regular inductive stylus, so it doesn't have a battery or anything like that. It doesn't have. It's just you don't have to charge it. Now you can put it on here for a magnetic. You can put it right here where the camera is. Sorry, with the camera right here, or you can put it on the side. It'll stick to it. Just like that. You don't have to charge it. This is just a regular stylus. Now the other versions, the Bluetooth version of this, I think you do have to charge that, and that's not even. It still is not going to be like a regular battery. It's more of a capacitor. So, you know, regular battery is kind of stored energy. A capacitor is kind of energy that's electrified into a plate, and it charges and decharges rapidly. So it's not more stored like potential energy like a battery. So, but this, the FE version, is just a regular stylus that you're just writing on. So, and I haven't really, there's no charge or anything like that. And it's a great pen to have. At first, when I first picked up the pen, after coming from the iPad 5th generation, it is a little bit smaller, but you definitely get used to it. And then when I picked up an iPad generation pen after like 6 months of using this, then I was like, well, the iPad pen is a little bit big. So you'll definitely get used to it. A smaller pen is just the right size. I guess you won't be upset about that. All right, so let's go and talk about the speakers and the volume of this tablet. So it has two. It has one here and one on this side. And for what you're getting for the price, the speakers are actually pretty good. They get pretty loud. So you listen to your favorite song or watching your favorite movie, you should be pretty satisfied for the volume and the capacity of the speakers. Now, when I was listening to it, it didn't have, now these are Dolby Atmos speakers, which would create a rich sound, but I didn't really hear that bass in them. So you don't expect something extravagant. You know, you want something extravagant, I would just recommend you go ahead and purchase some earbuds. Now, where this tablet shines, in my opinion, is gonna be the screen. The screen is just nice. So if you're watching your favorite movie or music video, go ahead and get some earbuds, pop them in, and you should have a great time. But again, the speakers on here, if you're watching a YouTube video or something like that, they do get very loud. They're stereo speakers, and it's really good for what you're getting. Also, this has an IP68 rating, so it's water resistant. Now, it's not gonna be waterproof, so, you know, if this falls in the pool or something like that, it's probably pretty much gone. But water resistant, it can take some water, it can take something sprinkled on it or something like that. It's dust and water resistant, and there's not many tablets that are like that, so I do like that as well. So the navigations on here is pretty responsive. I mean, I can go through different apps. I can browse pretty quickly. It's very responsive, no problems there, no delays or anything like that. Played some games here. The games were pretty fun. Didn't really have any delays. Now, if you're doing any heavy gaming that's going to take up some resources, it may buffer a little bit or it may slow down. But for the most part, again, this is going to be just for mid-level, just regular surfing. So surfing the internet or anything like that. So if you're this will be perfect for school, perfect for college. This is just an everyday tablet here. So it's not, if you're not doing any heavy video editing or anything like that. You just want a tablet to have to possibly write something, to watch some movies, then this will be great. It's very snappy in that sense, guys. So you won't be disappointed at all when you get this. It's a really good tablet to have. Now, would I recommend this? Well, I recommend the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 FE. Now, it's $280 to $299 for what you're getting in this tablet. You cannot beat the price. It is just too good to just turn away from it. It's too good to say this is not worth it. It is a really good tablet. You can have this tablet for a few years, guys. It's not gonna go obsolete. It came out in 2023 and it's still very relevant. It's 2025 in a couple of days. All right, and if you guys are watching this a year from now or a month from now, this tablet will most likely still be relevant. It has really good specs. The screen is great. That has that 2K screen. It's really great. So it's 90 Hertz as far as screen processing. And if you want, you can add a keyboard to this tablet. I'll put some keyboards down below in the description below, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. But overall, this is a great tablet. I would definitely recommend it. But there's still a lot more going on here, and I think I want to do a few more videos. I may do some more videos with this tablet here, but it still has a lot more features. So if you have any questions or concerns, please leave your questions and concerns down in the description below or in the comments below, and I'll get to them in a timely manner. I'll catch you guys on the next video, but until then, y'all have a great day out there.